Oh, I'm ready when everyone else is.
Yep.
Okay, ready talking to Eorzea?
Sun's out, guns out, Eorzea.
Hero, dost thou see yonder pair of towels? For a blessing. Oop, as things accidentally clicked. For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Ishtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we will prevail upon thee to procure lumber.
Wow, I can't believe they managed to get Mr. T in this. That's crazy.
I know, right? My thanks, hero. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause.
We're gonna build a giant ladder up to heaven.
All these people kicking around, and they send the Hero of Light to go collect wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can fly here, so...
Yeah?
I'll be fast
some of
about
us
it.
can.
I mean, then again, they also have, you know, instant transmission, because they can just disappear and reappear wherever they want.
NPCs.
So.
I can now fly everywhere but here.
Yeah, me too.
4 out of 5.
Technically, I mean, if you want to be technical, we're like just kind of a jack of all trades where everyone else is not. Everyone else is like, I'm really good at like doing shoemaking, and I'm like, I can do every job class. Like,
yeah, but the NPCs that we hang around with are all cross-class. I'd like to know how they pulled that one off.
laziness?
Yeah.
They're so lazy that they have played multiple classes.
Yep.
Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around here before. No to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We could do the building for you too, though it'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that?
I want to kill God.
Yeah, like in a JRPG. If you don't have the coin, least you can do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not really one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me what favor in return.
What?
I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, see, some of the lumber is lying around the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you just ask Grithil for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes.
Oh, fuck.
Let me guess.
This is gonna turn into a whole
Egg stock at the lumberyard at the shipyard. What you've learned can be reviewed in your key items. Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are we actually going to have to count this?
I sure as hell hope not.
I doubt it. I don't think I've ever seen that
11
before.
planks.
Wait, Grithel.
We have to.
Oh my god, it's
count.
an actual cutscene. Really?
He's not talking. Taking stock for Irvith, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted, though. Rotted through, though, so we tossed them out.
59.
And 11. 70 so far.
Who wants to be the
Oi,
ship?
Grithil, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. So that's
You gotta be
12,
fucking
so
kidding me.
82.
Right then, bring the goods here and be sure to let Irvith know as well.
Yeah, so we're up to 82 right now.
I'm glad you guys can do math.
That's one of the few things I can do.
I cannot. So, how many planks does that make now? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. You jot down the details of the conversation.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
our character dodging back.
Wait, so hang on. If the
I was supposed to pay attention. That's not fair.
it's in the key items, you can tell the.
No, the last load of planks.
Up here.
Oh, it's up.
Up. Over here.
I'm a coming.
Meanwhile, Purple and I could just cheat and get up
This
here.
is the storehouse?
Apparently, that's why I was confused.
Well, that was the storehouse that we were just at. Now this is a
Oh, this is just random lumber.
24.
Yep, so that should be 106.
Yeah, so 11, 35, 103. Yeah.
Done, are you? So how many planks did you count?
103.
Did you say 103 or 106? I thought you said, yeah.
106.
Okay.
Aye, it's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for, anyway?
We told you already.
Oh God.
You were serious about the ladder. I'll be damned. If that's the case, please, let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we are all itching to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on the project? He'd welcome the help.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you'll need. I think we're gonna need a lot more than 106 planks.
Yeah, especially
If
that
it's
size. They're
the
not
stairway to
particularly big.
heaven.
Mind you, they're only for repairs, and it looks like it's mostly built.
Mostly.
Yeah.
You just start stacking boats on top of each other.
It's like a game of Jenga. Am I missing something?
No?
Huh.
I don't think so.
Is there an overarching god in the Final Fantasy universe?
Yes.
Which Final
Jack.
Fantasy? Because it changes.
Yeah.
That god must be like incredibly terrifying.
I mean, in this game, we now have learned about Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are
Zodiac.
just planets. Those are big. Those are like 2 giant unicrons. That's nothing. I'm talking about like the entire universe. Like,
Of every
Oh,
Final
you mean
Fantasy.
like an over deity is what you're saying?
yeah, like the top deity, like the one that was.
He's asking for a
out.
multiverse deity.
Yeah.
I
We're
don't
talking
know.
like Dragon Ball Super levels of stupid at this point, so no clue.
Yeah, because we have no idea what the origins of the original species or the Ascians
Right, exactly.
in this case were.
Wait for the next expansion. I'm sure they'll tell us.
7.0 probably will reveal more things. Yeah, I would imagine.
I don't understand. Like every week there's a new god trying to destroy the world or whatever. And like what is
Well, the thing is-
God's view on this? It's like, damn, you guys are just crazy. What are you doing all the
Well,
time?
Depending on the lore that you're looking at, there's a whole bunch of different classifications that are used. Lesser, greater, over deities.
Yes,
Like,
even among
it
the
really
Ascians, they
varies.
got ranks, so it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
so
The
who's
primals
top?
being
Who's the
so
the very top?
The primals that we've been fighting up until this point could be considered lesser deities, and then
Well, we're not even
somebody
fighting
like
the primal primals, are we? We're fighting the shadows of primals.
well, yes and no, because the primals they're still primals, but they're not.
Yeah, I know, but you've seen the original primal Bahamut because he's in the AR cutscene. That's a primal.
Right,
What we've been
but-
fighting is like fraction of them.
But you have to remember that a primal grows in power the more crystals that they're fed. And the longer that they've been around, the more aether they absorb. Bahamut has been around for a very long time in this universe, up into the point where, if you recall, the Alligans trapped him in the moon and used him to power a whole bunch of other things. if memory
What?
serves.
What's going on here? You cannot complete this quest line until the following conditions are met.
What?
Oh, it's 'cause this particular class I'm sat in is not good enough. It's fine.
Oh, you're not a high. Yeah.
There we go. I fixed it.
But the point is that yes, Bahamut is an example of that, but Bahamut also has been around longer and had more time to gather energy.
As for God, again, it depends on which Final Fantasy, and I don't remember if there's one in 12, which... Well, that's the other problem with this game. It pulls from every Final Fantasy, so
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
So
That's
all
what
we
I'm
have
saying.
right
There
now,
has to be a god above all gods.
yeah, all we have
mean,
right
the
now
only-
is the basic primals that we fought before. So like Ifrit,
Titan, Ramu,
Ifrit,
all
Titan,
of those,
Garuda.
Shiva. Yeah.
Then we have what would I
Garuda
guess technically be
Sandstorm.
classified as greater deities, which would be Zodiark and Hydaelyn. And if there's anything above them, we have no idea.
Well, that's it. In the other games, it's like Final Fantasy VIII Eden is considered the big one. So it's hard to tell.
Well,
I mean, the only other game that's remotely like this is World of Final Fantasy, because that amalgamates all the other Final Fantasies, and they never answer the question in that one either.
Which I have slowly been started to play.
Oh, have you? What do you think of it so far?
I take it, and they're
It is
lazy.
interesting. It's very much Final Fantasy if it were Pokemon. And I love it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber?
We got men.
Yeah.
Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights beside. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face.
Okay.
I see Ryonja's back to his very wordy ways.
But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead.
They spell ounce wrong.
so we get to sit here and relax for once?
Take a
What is
nap
this
and have a
nonsense?
cutscene.
Yep. Feels that way, right?
Most of these have been talk to the Warrior of Shadow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be the case again.
Or just watch them build the ladder, I guess. That's always an option too.
What are you
Yes,
doing?
Alvin, I pretend you're doing things.
What the fuck could he possibly be doing? You see, what's his name, just hammering the wall a little bit.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this. Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood, knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Em itself. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
So to answer the question of
finally
remember, from what he's insinuating, we are incomplete Ascians.
Oh my god.
That's what he insinuated, is that when the worlds re-merge, we'll remember everything, but we will still exist because we're an original.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, so that's what he's insinuating, that we would still exist, everyone else would end up disappearing because they're getting merged.
Oh,
That's why he's saying that's why you don't remember, because you're not complete.
I thought everyone was an Ascian.
No, they're parts of Ascians, so they come from other shards, but we're apparently from the Prime.
Well, see, that's the
I thought
thing.
the people from the Prime
Everybody
planet
was-
were from the Prime.
Yeah. So, the place we came from, where Eorzea, Kugane, etc. are, is the source.
Yeah, so we're from the source, so we're an original, so we'll stay, and everyone else from these shards, like we're in here, will disappear and merge into us. So presumably someone on this world is a fragment of us.
Or maybe they were.
Yeah,
Most of them are gone.
Yeah, or become sin eaters and we absorb them already, who knows.
They were obliterated in a biblical flood.
Yeah, yep.
Which begs the question, when an individual on, say, the source is born, does that coincide with the birth of another individual, or is the soul...
You would assume yes.
Or is the soul fragment already existing somewhere else?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Effie, because of the timey-wimey bullshit between the planes, who knows? They've introduced too many factors to ever know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a version of us
Andrew
was
not.
here, when?
Where are you going, Andrew?
Yeah, right.
Looking for a aether current.
Oh.
With some of the elements I've kind of given up.
Yeah.
But I have been thinking today about how, like, there's, like, Noah's Ark stuff going on with this world.
Yeah, I was thinking that when the shipwrights were repairing the ladder, it's like, what if they end up just building a giant ship?
Yeah. Well, just the work with the shipwrights being... Like, it seems intentionally metaphorically resonant that the shipwrights are helping us solve this problem in this tiny bastion of leftover humanity that's literally surrounded by a frozen global flood.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm like, that seems like an intentional imagery you're doing there.
It really does.
I feel like that's exactly the touchstone they're doing here.
Also, you know, the name of the big bad primal being Zodiac.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too coincidental.
It's some of the stuff you can zero in on when you filter out the actual trying to get. If you just give up on the granular lore and trying to get the really concrete, specific details down, you're like, hang on a minute. If I squint, there's some shit happening here.
I think it's just taking inspiration from lots of different little bits and bobs all over the place. Also, I don't know if you saw the post that went up in the 14 thread about the fact that the Light Wardens are all named after biblical angels.
Yeah, well, that's just a through line with all this stuff too.
Oh yeah, no, but it's like biblical angels in a plot which is loosely tied to Noah's Ark.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And here
Okay,
we finally
I'm
are,
talking to-
at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino, hero, come up here. There's something I need you to see. What could this be about?
I swear. If it's another one of those damn.
Hope you're not
Light
afraid of heights.
Yeah. Granted, this isn't the highest spot that
Yeah, I
we can
know.
go to.
There's a village, hero. Over to the northeast.
Don't. That's generous.
So there is. And after 2 decades without the latter in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. But that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Didn't do a very good job. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, hero.
Try not to get yourself murdered.
Spyglass mission.
Oh.
No, it's here.
Why?
Search your surroundings for the mysterious person. You may move the camera.
Why?
What
Why? What are you doing?
Oh, I can do an infinite fall. Yeah.
See if you can find the stalk, Bill.
Oh my god. Who is that man?
I see a tiny man.
I shot him. He's running.
Shot a tracking dart in his ass.
The man has seen you and in turn has run away. Catch him or else.
It took me a minute to find him. Blended in.
What?
Well, it's been a while since I've done this.
There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited.
Well, it's inhabited by at least one person.
Yep. And where there's one,
There's fun.
It's a party of one and I don't need people.
thank goodness we don't have to do this on foot.
Wait. We spent all that time trying to get a Talos working. Look how many of them are down here. Just
Yep.
running around.
Yeah, but they're all defective.
Oh no.
Yeah, but they're functional.
This
They'd be a
means
lot easier to fix.
they're angry.
Yeah. Don't worry, we can fix them.
Dried victuals.
Joke's on you.
Who'd have
Several
hung out to
people
dry in the
have
sun,
tried.
and quite recently by your reckoning. Door.
Victuals
Whoa.
a word
What
for it.
is this? It covers a hole in the house? Crazy. You're just like slamming on the door. Who's in there? So it's
You
like
hear a faint sound from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge.
you are just pounding it down.
IRS, open up. It's in here, guys.
Okay, what? Who? Oh.
Tavern.
Oh my god, someone left their door open.
Hey, look, it's generic copy pasta of the
Every tavern.
The
Yeah.
tavern down the low. Oh, really? The cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove.
I'm
Really?
starting to think that maybe there are
People are
ghosts
living
in
here?
this village.
Ghosts!
Oh yeah, that too. That's a really good idea. Maybe it's people.
What news, hero? Are you able to find anything of note?
Okay, it's
Maybe
definitely
this
not the
place
last
really
option.
is abandoned.
No, I'm going with that one now.
Yep, yeah, let's do it. Screw
I
it.
don't think so, my friend. While there's no one to be seen, it is plain that this village is anything but abandoned.
If you knew that, why'd you ask me to check?
Yeah. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. Only fooled this idiot. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do?
We burned their houses down.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, really? We know who
I heard
this
you
is,
wanted to
apparently.
burn it down. Please don't do that.
Would you like some leather chaps?
Oh my god.
What does it say? Is this the
It's-
blue-haired
is this the
cat
blue-haired
boy?
cat?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
you.
It probably is, yeah. Who was voicing them?
It has been 20 years.
Bleh.
1 week.
Well, I'm voicing everyone else in this scene.
I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Oh my god.
And nope, it's not the cat boy. It's the guy.
Oh, it's the painter.
Oh, it's the artist.
painter.
Yes.
That's who it is.
I'm even worse. I have no clue who voiced him.
Yeah.
The painter what fell from space.
Yep.
I think it was me who voiced him, so it works out. That's you.
You're Tristel, the artist from Mulmore.
You remembered! Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound by the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places.
We could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village?
This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Ulamore. Don't ask how we got up here. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the Bright Cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did, at any rate, until Mount Gulag broke away from the earth, and then just was suddenly the ladder started moving again.
Yes, yes. Secret tunnel. The explanation to everything in this game.
And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives.
Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Killing
ladder
God,
brought
you
us here.
say? I love that idea. So Vothri is a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Gulag? 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there is anything I can do to help, you need but say the word.
Your help would be most welcome, Tristel. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vothri, we must find a way to reach Mount Gulg.
Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest.
Just shit in the
Guys.
corner.
As we sit fit, huh? Pardon me whilst I just chop down a part of your building to use as
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat all your sausages while I'm here.
I am confused about how long is this tunnel? Like, it's got to
Yeah.
go up pretty high. Like, that's an insane tunnel to go through.
Yeah.
Or is there an elevator in that tunnel too?
Well, this mountain did used to be on land.
Oh.
It wasn't floating before today.
Oh.
Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems the brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Hero and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh. Very well then. Just take care out there.
And now we go fly places.
I'm without
Before we
say,
go
I
fly
do not
places,
want to hang
fly-
around.
Okay,
Oh,
so
how do I mark
before we
on
go and
that?
do that real quick, since you mentioned how long this secret tunnel must be,
How do you mark on a map?
Well, the
that's
mountain.
how far up we are.
Yeah, but the mountain's floating.
Yeah, the
Not
mountain's over there
talk- no,
floating.
no. He's talking about how he got up to the village.
Yeah, this is a plateau. If you look
Oh, we're not at
over up
Mount
in the
Golg, it's
sky,
over
there's
there.
the mountain.
No, the
Yeah.
mount's up there. Yeah, the mount's the
Oops.
thing with the halo on it.
I thought we made it there.
Yeah, we're probably.
That's not
if
that
I had
high.
to,
We're not that high up.
To be fair, I thought we were going to that mountain too with the ladder, and then it didn't. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
we're honestly not
oh,
that
that's
high
weird.
up.
Yeah, we're not. Well,
I mean, it's
still,
at
that's
least a
still
couple hundred
pretty-
feet.
That's a tall hike.
I'm just saying it's like the discovery here is that there was a mine once.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not that wild.
I thought mines go down. I didn't know they go up.
Well,
They go where the stuff
they've got to
be.
go up to go down.
Oh, turn around, Effie. Go back to that area. To your right. No, to your left.
Your other left.
Your
I don't-
other
okay,
left.
Where am I
know.
going?
That's
So,
not right.
Okay, there. Yeah, that way. Go that way.
I think they're trying to get you to find an ether current.
I don't know where
It's gonna
what
be a
it
little
is.
to your left.
I didn't see it yet.
It's somewhere in here.
Hold on. Stop moving.
Uh huh.
Let me check.
Uh huh.
Let me down. I can't use my compass.
I don't see anything here.
Hold on. I gotta use my compass. 164 yalms to the northwest. Okay.
So
Oh.
this way.
I just do these off
Yeah,
camera.
that-
It doesn't take long.
Well, it takes me long, and I long not to take.
Do you not?
So
do you not?
I would like to get
oh,
them
mountain
done.
on the right.
Oh,
the
there
top
it
of
is.
that
yeah,
rock.
Yeah. Yes, right
just
there.
loaded in for
Thank
me.
You.
I just used the website that says where everything is.
That's
that's
what
one
I'm
way,
doing
yeah.
right now, but I can't fly here,
But
and it
just
would be a lot
badly.
faster if someone just flew me here.
Call an
Well,
Uber.
we can do this off camera. You know, it's not
No, it's
like
fine.
I'm-
Now you can go back. the other one's far enough away that it's not worth doing. But this one's right here, and you can fly, which cuts down the travel time in half. So like, I might as well just do it.
You're right.
now.
I can fly really slowly just to
You
mess
can,
with you.
but that's still faster than
I
it would
can-
be for me
I
to
can
mount
leave.
run.
Well, actually, no. You technically can't. You'd have
I
to
can log out
teleport.
and log back in.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
yeah,
can't
but that'll
take-
drop you back at your home. You'd have to teleport. You'd have to fly. You have to walk.
Still probably be
all
quicker.
the way back.
We'll see who's messing
It
with
really
who.
would be.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east, and if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then.
Let's split up, gang.
Yep. Everyone go into dark corners.
Let's stay together, gang.
Yeah. No. The plot. The
Let's
script.
hold
How
hands,
can we-
gang.
Wait, what the fuck? Do I not have?
Let's tie a rope
I
to
don't
each
have-
other, gang.
Yeah.
A little kiss for good luck, gang.
Let's be a human centipede gang.
Oh, dear lord.
That's for the
Oh,
AD.
hi. Hello there.
Die, creature. You don't belong in this world. Oh my god, it's been a hot minute since I played Paladin.
1 week.
Yeah, I've been playing.
How is your
Dancer,
progress
in
going
the
anyway?
meantime.
Yeah, it's been.
Use search info. You have not done literally anything with Dancer though. Still level
I've been
60.
playing it exclusively for doing like everything except for like pretty much all of the missions to get Aether Currents and do the stories for the whatever it's called, the dailies. But that's about it. I haven't done like. Oh, I guess I've done some. What's it called? Rotate or.
Roulettes.
Yeah, duties. Yeah, roulettes.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you.
Duty.
I've done like a couple of roulettes, but I didn't do too many. I've been mostly just doing crafting.
Duty. Yeah.
Do.
Is that a aetheryte? Oh yeah.
We don't talk about
What?
that.
We don't talk about
Is that what?
We don't talk about that.
I didn't even see it.
Yep. You saw nothing.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Eorzea. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Eorzea and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Yeah, because that looks like Imperial tech that you just shot off at the mountain.
Well, Imperial tech is based off of Allegan technology.
Yeah.
So that would make sense as to why that's...
You see nothing.
Aetheryte. Let's get the Aetheryte.
No. No.
No,
No.
don't do it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Why would I not get it?
No, you can get it.
It's right here.
Right here.
It's the dwarves.
It is.
They're little goobers. Attuning. They walk like really dumb because they're still Lalafell.
Yeah, no, they are. They're
Repair
Lalafell.
all.
One of them
Yeah,
takes
I
their
know.
helmet off. They're literally... I
Yep.
didn't even know that.
They're just where the
I literally
Lalafell have
thought
been
they were
hiding this whole expansion.
Yeah. It's like,
Yep.
oh, now it makes sense.
I don't understand how they ever thought climbing was going to be an option. It's
Nothing.
floating. It's up there.
Yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to climb on? There's a big
What do you
gap.
think climbing means? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
how
understand.
do you climb on air? Climbing on air is called flying.
Yeah. Just climbing with style.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought this expansion was going to bounce back and forth between this storyline and the other storyline, but I guess the time stuff they invented means you really can't.
Yeah.
So instead, you just get little hints of what Dragoon Man is up to with the
Yes.
final boss of ARR.
Yep.
They have 5 minutes of story every, like, 20 hours of game.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Golg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. I don't think that'll be tall enough, fallacy.
Not unless you get a really big head.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Golg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armorain. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Questing.
The saviors of the world adventure.
We
the artist Alphino and his assistants. Do we all?
The artist Alphino and his assistants. Called back. Oh my god, the way that he said it. This pose.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alphino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been...
You're so gullible. Oh my goodness.
What a fantastic cutscene.
So,
oh my
as you
god.
can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
We broke him.
He's so excited.
She is.
Meanwhile,
I'm
he's
amused
just
by
like,
the fact
why?
that this all came together. Like the reveal here was that for all of Shadowbringers, we've been doing a Beast Tribe quest.
It's Adventure Cat.
This is just that quest that when you max out every Beast Tribe and they all work together. It was the entire expansion.
Who is Chai Nuts?
You know what? I haven't spoken to many people yet, aside from Eorzea. Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved?
I think I was him, but that's fine.
Oh, were you?
Okay.
Oh, well, you can
No, fine. Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Did he just do the Nya pose?
He did just do the shocked Nya pose.
What? A village of Numoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never! I should never have fixed the ruddy lift. Never should have ridden up here. Never should have...
And we're only gonna want your best from you. China's. Only China's finest.
Oh no.
Your finest China's.
I am fairly sure this was Andrew.
Why?
Probably.
My jokes are perfect.
Yeah. Perfectly awful.
That one was great. China's.
No, it wasn't bad actually.
Your finest China's.
It was actually pretty on point, I've got to say.
Yes, it was on point. I still want to cringe, though.
That's only because you've been trained to think puns are bad when they're actually clever.
No, it's not so much that I think puns are bad. It's just bad puns are bad.
They get a bad rap.
Got him.
But they were good.
Got him. What is a good pun? Do you know a good pun?
Yeah.
That one was fairly
Not
good.
off the top of my head.
So no good pun is a good pun.
I've had some pretty good ones. I've fucking broken people together in the past. Fucking
I just don't.
I traumatized Toaster.
Capacity.
Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, hero. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he could get you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll have to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Chose words that best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during conversation.
Okay.
Well, we need one person.
Duty commenced. Are you serious? China's plagued with self-doubt.
I can't do it. No one can. A house of that size, no one's ever even dreamed of it.
Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. That's probably a good one.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be
Alphino will struggle to collect firewood.
No, he doesn't like obvious praise, was what his wife said. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even those capable among us have struggles to overcome.
Still harboring misgivings.
As the time
regardless of my own feelings,
away.
I can't do a damn thing without the help of those villagers, and they're not barely likely to give it.
Hey, lighting change, how you
Thistles
doing?
among them. Yeah, thistles among them. You said to yourself, lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. I think it's the third one.
Yeah, I think the bottom
the
option
first
is going to
one.
I keep thinking first one, yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
don't be obvious, they said.
Not obvious.
That's true. So it could be.
I think the obvious is don't worry, he'll
obvious.
forgive you.
Yeah, number 2 is the obvious one, so it's got to be 1 or 3.
Yeah.
The problem with 1 is that we're
One
putting
worked.
the onus on him and saying we will come with you. I feel like trying to encourage him is what we're trying to do here.
I just clicked 1 and it was the right one.
Fair enough.
You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you.
If you were there too, perhaps you'd be more willing to accept an apology. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles is disgraceful, is what it is. It might even make things worse.
China still harbors some misgivings.
And in the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible. No amount of contribution will change that. Contrition, even. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think the plan is absurd.
We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd.
It's definitely not number 3.
It's almost certainly number 2.
Yeah.
Or
probably.
actually, less absurd than the change that's come to Yolmor. I guess that's also
Yeah,
just like
number 2 is much better.
Yeah, I like 2.
You liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd.
Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of it, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise be its, maybe, just maybe it stands a better chance of success for it. It's feeling optimistic. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that we were to reach Vothri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash the hordes of eaters, and we'll meet a horrible end. I think 2, maybe?
The second one's too obvious. I feel like it's the first
he
one.
doesn't like obvious praise. But if I just straight up say, I'm going to protect you, he's a bit of a coward, remember?
What
do you guys think?
But at the same time, the option of going with him to talk to those people encouraged him.
That's what I'm saying. He needs encouragement from us. So if I say, I'll protect you, I'll go with you.
I think then we'll go. I think the first option is going to be better here.
What do you two think?
I lost the thread a little bit on this one.
We're trying to just pick an answer to force him. I don't think he
It's
wants
not
to
the
build
first
more
one.
cars. You don't
Not
reckon?
the first
No, I don't either. I think it's the second one personally.
I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses. With that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well. You've made your conviction clear. And I'm sure in spite of myself, I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly if nothing else. Burning with motivation now. Hey, we made right choices.
He's
Damn.
throbbing.
He's turgid.
Always that word.
I know. Yes, yes, by the gods I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right. Let's head to Amnesty to speak with the villagers, with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Ulmor.
No. Wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize.
But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes.
Slap.
Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has to be done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you're a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire, the desire to make the impossible possible.
Come, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see you to see your Talos.
Zzz. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. And that's the first time I've had to talk to myself doing this.
You get used to it.
I'm sure you do. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we?
Sometimes I have had scenes where I've voiced 5 characters.
I've been there. I've seen it.
Like, well, here we go. It's just like, well, my normal Let's Plays, honestly.
Yeah, not far off.
When no one
just
else is
a lot
here.
more dialogue.
I play games that are entirely dialogue sometimes, and I'm just the only one there.
Was it Echo or the other one that?
I do all the visual novels with Stephanie or Toaster, but I did Disco Elysium alone.
Ah.
I've done several CRPGs.
Didn't we also help
completely.
out with one of your visual novels recently? I don't remember which one.
That was an animation, I thought, for it.
If you helped out, if you voiced anything more recent, if you voiced anything more recently than the bouncer loading screens, then it was just quotes from my video essays.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were doing a video essay on one of the visual novels you had done.
Yeah,
you did. That was what the
video essay.
Yeah. Yeah, that
but
was the video essay.
I don't asynchronously cast voice acting for the actual visual novels Let's Plays.
Gotcha.
That'd be wild.
That'd be a monumentous undertaking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, this is me. Sorry.
Yeah.
You. I forgot about this guy immediately.
You
No
have
memory.
every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say.
I'll fucking kill you.
Okay, Vegeta, calm down. I'm tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those intimate with knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers.
Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out? You have the gall to come back here and ask for my cooperation?
You've every right to be upset. 4-3's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care.
Damn.
Harsh. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends. But I want you to know that we're deeply sorry.
We're sorry.
Do you ever think there's a limit on this stuff?
Well, when sorry isn't enough.
Yeah. Like what's the threshold for when like they literally threw him off a cliff?
Well, I don't
like
think they
is that
Well, they personally didn't.
their decision and they knew full well that he would be cast out, which basically would essentially be death outside of, as far as they're aware, outside of the city is dangerous and deadly.
But
And
they
so
threw
they
him to the
threw
sea.
him out.
Yeah.
To be fair, I doubt they knew that they would literally just throw him over the edge.
Well, they know he doesn't be in the village or the city anymore.
Right,
which
but as
is,
far as they
again,
know,
akin
they
to
just
death.
escorted him out to the gate town.
To a town that's like close, that the Cineators can just walk up to and kill people at any time.
You gotta remember, well, here's the thing, you gotta remember, Vothri up until that point had been claiming that I have control of these Cineators, they won't do anything to the citizens here.
Basically, the citizens of Yulmore are... Yeah, the Yulmorans are gullible as hell. I'll put it that way.
Yulmorans and the people at Gate... Well, they haven't attacked Gate Town either.
I mean, he also admitted, he knew like very full well that he ruined this guy's life without a care in the world. Like and regardless of the circumstance, like I'm talking more about even the victim here. Like
you're talking about the morals.
Threshold? Like if I was thrown off a cliff, I would never forgive. There would be I don't care if like a mountain turns into a giant needle pointing towards my house specifically and is going to kill my entire family. I will not forgive the guy who's going to stop it if he threw me off a cliff. Forget that guy. I will throw him off a cliff and then we'll be even. But like there is for me there'd be a threshold. There's like a point where you can't just be like, oh, I figured out it was a bad idea to try to throw you off a cliff. It's like, no, man, that was attempted murder.
It's the weakest point of this entire expansion so far, potentially, is just the fact that we fight the leader of Yulmore and he runs off. He's like, I am an evil demon, man. And then fucking Alphina's like, see, this was all bad and evil all along. You didn't know this? You didn't notice that somehow? So he's like everything you've done so far, that's on you. And then everyone's like, oh, I feel bad now. We're all gonna collectively change immediately. I'm like, that's not how power structures work. These people wouldn't all have a change of heart as a city the way they just did seemingly in that scene. That's bizarre.
So what I will say is that it was pointed out to me just now. It's very possible that they had absolutely no idea what was going on outside of the city walls. For all we know, they were born in Yulmore. Because it's been 100 years since the flood happened. Yulmore presumably has been around for at least a while, especially since it has a standing army. Like,
is
these
that
people
hard to
may
get?
very well have...
Like, you just hand people a bunch of fucking dead whatever bird, white birds, and then people just
Sin eaters.
do whatever you say. Yeah, you just give people sin eaters and they do whatever you want. Like, I don't know how hard it would be to get a standing military.
Chat says it's really unhealthy to say that there's no way for to ever forgive someone. It was really unhealthy to get thrown 100 meters down into some water.
Yeah.
That was pretty unhealthy.
So what would happen if I die? He's just allowed to.
Like people jump off of bridges to commit suicide. Like he could have just died from impact. Like
again,
we're talking about things that are unhealthy. It's like
I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not
forgiveness is the right response here.
I'm not saying that like everything has to be unforgivable. I'm saying what is the limit? Because in stories this is usually the beat, right? Like, I did something irrehensible, can you forgive me? It's like, well, shucks, you came to me with empathy, so yeah. Like, that's not enough for me on some situations. Like, if a guy stabbed me in the chest, I would be like, sympathy is nice, I'm glad you understand how much this hurts. Now how are you going to feel the same pain? Like, for me, it's very much like there is a limit. Like, if you put my life in danger, I think it is only equally fair that I return the favor without the intention to kill you, mind you, just to make sure you understand how dangerous that was.
In this specific instance, the thing that you have to remember is that Vothri is the one thing that these people have in common in terms of an enemy. Whilst he may not forgive China's and the citizens of Yulmore, it's a question of what's the lesser of two evils.
More than them.
Yeah.
Right.
So see, here's a problem I have. I don't conscribe to the idea that I can't reach every person I hate. It doesn't matter if he's flying in a sky or not. I will build a castle up there and kill him myself. I'm not concerned about getting other people's help to enact my own revenge. I'll do a revenge. It doesn't matter who and where. But the problem is you can't just come to me and be like, yeah, we both need to do a revenge on this guy, so let's put bygones be bygones. Like, no, I've seen enough movies to know that you will also just push me off a cliff again. I do not trust you, and I will never trust you. We will not be friends. Like, I would rather just get the revenge here, and then I'll take your idea. Good idea, by the way. Take your idea and go build a giant talus to get onto the mountain and take down the god guy. Like, I just don't. It doesn't, like, even the enemy of my enemy or whatever isn't just not a. There's no reason to conscribe to that if I'm strong enough to deal with it myself.
It's not like he was like even tricked into abusing him or anything. He literally just was that way. That's just what they were like.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
too.
it was like, oh, I was manipulated and tricked into being bad to people. It's like literally they were just awful. That's just what they were like all the time.
It wasn't just the manipulation. It's the fact
they
that
just didn't value. No, there was no manipulation. That's my whole point.
Well, there was.
They just
there
were
was
awful.
manipulation, though. Is the thing.
There wasn't.
No.
Yes, there was.
The manipulation.
Vothri,
the manipulation was of the
being
tolerance of Vothri.
Well, no. Vothri being the Light Warden and feeding all of those citizens Sin Eaters gave him some limited amount of control over them.
During that moment where everyone freaked out and mind controlled in that scene, but like Alphanos basically looked directly at the audience and said, they're responsible for everything that happened before that. That was just them. That's just what the game said to us directly. Like, so no, you can't blame you can't blame Vothri for everything that happened before that. They were just a corrupt society of shitty people that didn't value other people's lives.
I'm not saying they're entirely innocent. I'm saying is this control seemed to essentially emphasize any sort of lingering things that may be going on.
I think like what Effie's trying to actually say is that Vothri made a bacchanalia where he just removed everyone's inhibitions.
Yes. So whilst yes, those thoughts maybe exist, like I'm sure every day people you probably go out and you read comments, for example, and you think, this person's really annoying. I want to do X, Y, these thoughts of I really want to cuss them out or I want to yell at them in the comments, blah, blah, blah. But do you actually do it? No.
I do have 2 points to make, though. And someone can correct me if I'm wrong on the first point, which is I do remember when we picked Tristal up on the beach that they said there were rocks in that ocean and they could have literally just instantly killed him, and that most people don't survive being thrown off the balcony.
Yeah. No, he was quote unquote fired from a city that's specifically known for no one ever leaving.
Yes. Point 2 is something Keith just brought up.
He was supposed to die.
So when Emmett Salk was talking about how it's difficult to make people forgive you after you conquer them, and I said he's right about that, and then Keith just brought up that the worst part of this plot is that they just easily forgave us. proving my point that Emmett Salk was right. It shouldn't have been that easy to make them forgive us for trashing their city.
Well, I mean,
it's too convenient that they all just went, "Hey, you just like kicked the crap out of us. Let's be friends."
And so here's the thing. And again, there are levels of this I can understand, right? So I would understand, like, if someone could prove to me that my actions had consequences that are maybe without this, a little bit outside of the scope than I really thought. Like the idea that, I don't know, like feeding people Sin Eater so that they will do whatever they want is probably not a good idea. And I kind of like orchestrated that by keep wanting people to come into the city who then only get to come in because they eat this ghoul or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like, and I would like, my reaction would be like, yeah, let's not have them eat that. I would prefer if we like, I'll go and make some food or something if that's what we have to do to get these people to incentivize to come here. But I don't want to give them Sin Eaters to eat. And then there's like, I don't like this guy drew a picture. I hope he dies. like that is a little bit different. That's a level of like the action, it's almost like it's not just lack of humanity, it's like an actual feeling of superiority. Like what they want is so important that someone should die if they don't get it. Like that's insane to me.
That's why I referred to it as a bacchanalia, because it's the very hedonist kind of attitude.
Yeah, and it's like, that's just how their society was set up. It was normal for them. And that's not like Vothri's doing. Vothri just was like, hey, I want you to stop people from touching me. But like, that's the only time that those people were like, oh, I can't help but try to stop you, because
that doesn't mean
so.
It doesn't mean that their sense of morality or their sense of humanity wasn't suppressed by all of these things going on.
Alpha Nodes looked directly in the camera and said that they were responsible for their actions up until that day.
But that's the thing. Even if they were taught,
the writers of the game told us that's what we're supposed to take away from this. It's not that they were all mind controlled all along. It's snapped out of it now.
Well, no, and I think what Effie's talking about is
you're making up essentially.
I think what Effie's trying to explain is the idea of like societal brainwashing. Like you're being pressured into acting a specific way because that's how your society.
It's not that they're not
magic.
Responsible for their actions.
It's a real life force that exists in real life. Like it's just privilege.
Yeah, but the problem, I do agree on the idea that like that's.
It's social injustice. It's hierarchy. It's what we have in real life.
Yeah,
it's not a magic potion that made you forget to be a good guy.
No,
but I also think it's important that like most people can tell they're doing like it's not hard to empathize with people. It's not hard to look at someone and go like, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Why wouldn't you want to be that guy? There's only one fucking reason you wouldn't want to be that guy, because he's going through something that sounds like it sucks and you don't want it to suck for you. Like that would be the only reason. And like I think it's very difficult to not have at least that inclination. These people had to have known. Like
that's why I'm frustrated reading these like platitudes and like just they're just cliches in chat saying, oh, so you should blind someone who's blinded you, you should maim someone who's maimed you. If a power structure does this to you, you should tear it down.
Yeah, I'm not
I was
the
joking. Idea of just
I'm not gonna throw you off a cliff.
The idea that that this kind of injustice happens to you and literally attempts to kill you, and you should just move on and forgive it, is a moral invention that benefits the powerful. It lets them off very conveniently, where I don't have to face any consequences for my actions as the person who did this horrible thing to the people below me. Because can't you just forgive people? After all, an eye for an eye leaves the world blind. It's like that kind of argument completely assumes people on an equal footing just happen to wrong each other in a vacuum, and not like a massive power structure and a huge imbalance. And it's like literally like, oh well, he didn't paint right, so I guess he should die. Like, yeah, no, fuck that guy. that's you can't whip out an eye for an eye like that's like a response. That's insane.
Like there's a reason why prisons exist. There's a reason why certain penalties exist for certain things. Like it's not necessarily that's being stated that you should literally have an eye for an eye, but there is definitely some form of punishment that needs to happen to have these people realize what they're doing is wrong.
And the point I'm saying is that in a lot of these stories, what would be a reasonable limit to when you can just show up and be like, hey, my bad, that was really messed up of me, you know? Like, is it like before would it be firing somebody? Like, I didn't like your painting, even though I know you gave it your all, and I was just being a really picky customer. I still didn't like it.
This all has the energy of a fucking YouTuber apology video where they're in a gray hoodie on their floor. Like, all that stuff came out, but like, I've really changed as a person in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can just forgive me, and we can move on and heal. We can heal now.
In this particular instance, again, whilst they may have had some inclination that something was going to be done about him, they didn't necessarily know that he was going to be thrown off of a balcony into the waters below.
I still
think
they're confidently aware that rejecting somebody from the city means that they die. Like, if they are not under the protection of Lord Vothry in his castle,
we were in this castle for 5 minutes and witnessed what happens.
Yeah, but the problem is that
like remember the girl who couldn't sing anymore, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, you've been chosen to be ascended," and she got fucking devoured. That was the whole point of us discovering the darkness of the city, and it was a public thing that happened in front of everybody, and that was just us being here for 5 minutes. These people have been watching this happen for generations. Nobody can claim ignorance here. That's nuts. We didn't secret sleuth into discovering the truth of that city. It was a public display.
I
don't know why we're bending over backwards to pretend these people have any level of plausible deniability. Like, they were as blunt as possible about how they're completely corrupt and fucked and they're horrible.
Right. I would say that for 90% of the people there. However, the way his wife's been acting the entire time, because you were talking about empathy, she seems to actually have empathy, but she also seems to have naivety.
She's completely oblivious.
Yes,
I think she is equally as bad. She just acts differently about it. Like, she likes Alphino. That's literally the entire basis of her attitude. Is like, she really likes Alphino. And if it wasn't for Alphino, she would not care about what's going on here. Like, she was very, very much just like, I want a thing. Give me the thing. And then he was like, can you give my wife the thing? She won't shut up about the thing. And like, that was their entire dynamic, is that he basically is like, I just want to live my life in peace. And she's like, I want frivolous things. And he's like, I'll give you whatever you want if you just shut up. Like, that was like their entire dynamic. And so like when Alphino came up and he's like, I could draw a picture. And she's like, I look beautiful. Oh my God, I love this kid. He's a great kid. But like, if she has empathy, then why did she just fire this guy? Like, why wouldn't she just be like, well, okay, do a little bit of practice. I want it to be a little bit different.
From everything that I've heard, it's the husband who got on the artist's case and was the reason. Because if you remember, he criticised Alphino's work as well.
Well, yeah, because he's paying for it.
Yeah, but he seems to be the critical one, whereas she just seems... It's like, for instance, you say, oh, well, she likes Alphino. Yeah, but even when Alphino confronted Vothry and got kicked out of the city, she came out of the city to say nice things to him and, like, told him that she didn't want him to go and that she could help him. It's like, she didn't need to do that. He just fought with Vothry, and she was willing to stand up to Vothry, the person who gives her lifestyle, to keep Alphino in the city.
And I'm saying, I think it's just because of Alphino. I think it's just specifically Alphino that she acts that way with.
Yeah, but you think she'd put her lifestyle on the line and go against Vothry if she didn't have some kind of, like...
No,
I don't know.
She ignorantly believes that she can go and talk Vothry into sense. She thinks that she can like give him an actual logical proposition, and that he would just be like, "Oh yes, ma'am, your astute summary of this boy's qualifications makes it worthwhile to not just like to throw him out or whatever." She thinks he's a reasonable like person.
It's not even that. She's just explicitly spoiled. She's used to just always getting what she wants whenever she wants anything. That's the whole point of less. That's the point of
malicious.
Well, yeah, she's not hateful. Overtly hateful.
She's not like she's not a bigot, but like
she causes. I mean, she might not. She might be, because she causes harm through negligence. She just doesn't care. She doesn't think about this stuff. She doesn't engage critically. She just gets what she wants all the time. She literally, like in that last scene, the whole point was like, oh, this is a big bummer. Why can't the mountain just come back down? And that wasn't like a plan. That was literally like, this is annoying and stupid. Why can't the problem just go away? And then somebody else had a clever idea in response to that. But that was like literally like, this is stupid. I just want to get what I want all the time. That's the level of engagement she had with the issue. Like that's the level of thought she puts into everything. So she may have just as easily just thrown away her fucking toy the moment that he wasn't painting right for her and not even bothered to think about it.
Well, now we've said all that, if we go ahead with the dialogue, we might see if she says anything about that.
We've been talking about this for the last, what, 30 minutes?
You know what? From reading all the YouTube comments on the videos Keith posts, a lot of his viewers seem to like when we have these discussions.
This is what my normal videos are like.
Yeah.
It's just Final Fantasy has given us so little to engage with for the most of, like, especially like through Stormblood and A Realm Reborn, that it's like, well, the lore is this, I guess. Anyway.
Yep. I mean, I know what's gonna happen.
Like now Shadowbringers has themes and stuff, so it's like, okay, there's actually like the stuff that actually has a point going on.
Yeah. The plot has to advance, we will be forgiven.
Alright. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you, once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. How convenient. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg.
I mean, it's definitely one way to look at it.
It's like not even a character. That's so disappointing.
I know, it really is.
Even, yeah.
I haven't forgiven you, but we must move on.
Refusal to engage with the actual topic.
I'll sit to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help.
This is essentially when someone just goes like, it's too complicated to think about, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
we just want to advance the story at this point. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus stonework will deliver.
Oh, let me tell you about how many different in all of reality. There's
Also, he's named after Daedalus, which I find amusing.
The writers honestly just don't care about this painter character. They just don't care about him.
Clearly, they don't.
The entire post-main story of Heavensward was it was the aftermath of the decisions of that main campaign and what happened with that kingdom and the dragons and so on and the rebellions and so on. Like, this guy just being like, anyway, is like bizarre writing for that character.
Yep. Wicked white. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all that we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life.
Oh, the
core. Sacrifice.
Yep.
The core.
The heart? The power of friendship?
Yeah, you need to round up like 60 people and kill them. It's really annoying. They're all screaming loudly.
I know, right?
Hero,
know what that's like.
It hurts.
That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable to bring a Talos to life, a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament.
Sir, a woman died doing that last time. You want me to go in there and do it again?
Not to mention the fact that the size of heart that we would need for it is kind of ridiculous.
We need an even bigger worm poo.
Yep. Or there's a bunch of functional Talos around here. Why don't we go ripping their hearts out? Because I'm guessing that's what we're going to have to do.
Alright, are we talking Tristal?
Yep.
If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Thralls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'll be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Tholes at their village to the northwest, a place called Torma. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamat, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lalilo. What?
Lally-ho. Permit me to join you, hero. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I could provide some manner of assistance.
I want to see the cute, tiny little dwarves.
I'll leave the heart to you two then. The variety of ore doesn't matter, as long as it's rich with aether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return.
Works for me.
And since you two have picked up the aetherite crystal, we can just teleport over there. Because lazy.
Teleportation!
Wait, where's the guy? Where's the guy? Oh, I probably have to wait until
The secret tunnel is where the worm poop comes from.
Yeah. Well, it makes more sense that it'd be a
There's
secret
another
tunnel if it was a dwarven
Rothgar.
tunnel. Because most people wouldn't be able to fit in it.
He's also wearing a crop top. They're always wearing crop tops.
I mean, I have mentioned that like 75 to 90% of the
Where's-
Hrothgar population are gay dudes, so I'm
Well,
not entirely surprised.
You didn't have to tell me. I've been on Twitter. Where do I get this top?
Wow.
Where is this one from? Why is that the weird shitty tattoos though?
A lot of them do.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's a
most of the time,
it's
most of
casting
the time,
gear though.
yeah. But also most of the time, they're probably wearing like mods.
That too.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
no. I just assume that half of them have like completely different body types on their screens.
Yeah. Yeah, they always show up, and I'm like, "What the hell? Oh, that's a Hrothgar. Never mind." like it's always some kind of weird, like, what?
Nah,
What is that?
I know multiple people that started. I know multiple furries that started playing Final Fantasy XIV this week, and they already have mods installed.
Right, everyone in?
Yep.
Well, specifically poking Keith about that answer because he was
I am
examining
here.
clothing. Okay,
I'm,
awesome.
I'm looking at the sword-shaped mural. Not mural.
Yep, go.
Word.
So, this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarf folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I should enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change.
Up, I guess.
Yeah.
That was an exchange.
Lally-ho!
I'm gonna get neck pains from how damn short everyone is.
You did say give me a lally-ho.
That third option.
What did you just call me? You had 3 options?
Yeah.
I only had 2.
Oh, maybe it's because I already know the emote.
Actually, someone else can take this guy. I started, but I remembered I'm doing the X-Arch already.
Wants
Effie,
to
you're
be...
good.
Do I do stereotypical?
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. You've got that voice.
Just combine the Lalafell voice and a grovel voice.
Yeah. Just put some gravel in it.
It's a greeting, lad. A lally-ho for a lally-ho. That's the way it works. Come, let's try it again.
Okay.
Lally-ho!
Lally-ho. Alonzi?
It is interesting that there's already an option if you already know the emote.
Yep.
Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road? Now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here?
At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, who have come to seek the aid of the Thol family, may we speak with Chief Zamat?
Oh, crap.
Why, yes, yes, you may. I am Zamat. and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity who sent you here, or what sent you here, you must have quite the tale to tell. Come, let's hear it.
Exposition.
Exposition.
Do you learn the Lally Ho animation from this faction or something?
Yes, you do.
So it's a New Game Plus only dialogue?
I guess so.
Seems so.
Well, well. And there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we have to, we know how to deal with that floating volcano. Nor them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek is precious to us too. If I let you have it, only for you to bungle things up and squander it. Like, no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy. By means of a trial. Aye, a trial most strictly passed down through the line of Thol.
Great.
And what is this trial?
Come with me and I'll tell you all.
Is it a drinking contest?
It's probably a drinking contest.
So we throw you in the secret tunnel and we
Then
seal it
unleash the
up.
monsters.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh my
you
god,
hold your
those
breath.
terrifying ears.
What?
That was
What terrifying
cursed.
is?
Panda did a cursed.
Oh.
What is he wearing?
He did it. He has a fucked up emote.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Actually,
no.
there's 2 emotes that you can get from these guys.
Yeah,
One of
they're-
them's the straight up lally ho, and the other one is this one, which is the dance.
Yeah,
lollipop,
I've been
yeah.
wanting to get the
Yeah.
dance for a while.
That you get from the
I
actual.
want to
Tribal
unlock
stuff
every
that-
dance, but you have to do all
But
these
yeah,
dailies, and
the-
they take 700 hours. It's not fair.
The Lollyho emote is one of the
I'm
quests.
still working on the
'cause
turtle
you'll get this one
people.
just by doing the quests.
It takes so long.
It does.
Yeah.
This one was actually fairly short, and like I said, it was good because it got up your crafters very well. Yeah, no,
There's an
that's
aiming
me.
version of that top.
Listen well. As you know, we're mining folk. And in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial that tests the 3 trials all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner.
Oh god. Wow. There's an app name right there.
Now, look on my helmet. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves and as werhelms, which are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you.
To shoot the ones that aren't bronze is green with horns.
Yeah.
Or something.
With 2 feathers.
Leleho, you must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, the 3D Mind Mirror was a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Okay, let's begin with a spot of practice, eh?
To shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Yeah.
Click the button.
Click the button, get a cookie.
Kill him.
The music. It's the boss music.
Oh, there's the one.
Am I going blind?
Nice student. Keep it up in the actual trial, eh?
There's a shoe. You can shoot the shoe bell.
I just shot the crystal exarch. I don't know what you're
There was
talking
a
about.
shoe-
Wait, you can shoot what? Where is he?
Look down. You can see shoot the crystal exarch in the head.
Chat, the rude British dude is Purple Phantom.
What? Rude? Who's rude?
Aye, that's
How
the
am I
way.
rude?
Next
Yeah,
time,
you can
it's a
indeed
trial
shoot the exarch.
for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? Right this way, then. This time there'll be them as wear the right helm. I hate the fucking sentences they're saying.
Yep.
You shoot them, you fail. So look careful before you let the sun fly. I'm here to attack you. When I shoot them, they clap. That's just a weird reaction.
Well done. A fine show of discernment and dexterity.
Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. What? Did we just do 10 minutes of tutorial for one button press and that was the whole game?
Looks
Run
like.
along back to the chief now. We'll get on with putting an end to all this strangeness late. What the
Someone
fuck?
could not figure out how to make something work. That cannot be
What
true.
was that game? It didn't even have more than
What
one
was the point
round.
of that?
Give me one second.
Yeah.
The tutorial was as long as the real test. That was so baffling. What the fuck?
I'm coming. Okay.
Dude.
Alright. I'm talking to him.
Okay.
That was some impressive shooting, lad.
Oh, goodness.
Considered me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone. So I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek.
What a nice guy.
Did you know that Colossia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the selfsame vein yields what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look. And no place is surer than Durgar's tool. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rival, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs, and refuse to let any other bugger near. There never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about their hornless horsons. But then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge?
Will it also be 10 seconds? After 3 hours of explanation?
Yeah. We have dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need.
That's the spirit. Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. Goodness.
Is this the Tataru of their world?
Oh no. Everyone gets one.
Well, with the helmets on, they're very gender ambiguous.
It's just a regular Tataru. Like every split world has a Tataru.
There's
like
always a Tataru and a lighthouse.
I'll do it. I'll go with them. Oh.
You caught it.
I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the eaters had flocked up to Mount Gold, but I didn't know why. To think that last Lightworten's hiding up there. The fate of Calucia. No, the world hangs in the balance. If it could be done, if I could be of some help, then I want to do my part.
Your zeal is commendable, lad. It isn't so simple. This here's Corrit. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig. His aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. Isn't that a good thing in this instance? I mean, you really don't want to destroy your cover. Anyway, if all he needed to do was dig, he'd be our dwarf. But he's liable to become a sin eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing.
It's true. I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. I take care of you, you take care of the ore.
I take care of you, I take care of the ore.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden.
If you want to take Corrit, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will you?
No.
You will most assuredly encounter sin eaters along the way. Though, with you and our company, they will be more a spectacle than a concern.
Damn. That's some bold statements.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh boy, guys, we gotta do a solo instance. Bye!
Oh, really?
Oh, nice. I can bust out my... Oh, wait. I can't. Oh, can I?
What will we do?
No, I cannot. Okay.
I like the part where you all start experiencing the cutscenes at different times.
Are you not gonna read this out, Andrew?
Sorry, I'm still in the we'll keep the road and head east. I'm in your hands. Oh no. I hate that I have to...
Speak of the devils, hero, the one on the left is yours.
The more they say sin eaters, the dirtier it sounds. I feel like there's a song.
This man is consuming my sin.
I feel like I literally know a song that says that uses "eat your sin" as a euphemism.
Probably. I mean, I would imagine when you do something that is sinful, someone will inevitably say stuff like that.
I'm gonna throat your turgid sin.
Yeah, talking way too fast to read this out.
Yeah. Well, for 90% of the things, anyway.
Yeah, well, we'd have to actually stop mid-quest to keep up with it.
At some point, they decided storytelling should happen in the form of Dynasty Warriors callouts, but silent.
Yeah.
Another warrior has fallen to my spear!
What are you doing over here?
And is it just me, or is the Exarch's nose getting browner every second?
What?
Well, with regards to us?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. I think he's just trying to impress the dwarves. Also, he has been spying on us for a very long time, as far as we know.
Better not be getting a brown. You're supposed to prep first.
That's what Vaseline's for.
That is not what
Yeah,
Vaseline is
prep.
for.
No, I know. It's just an old running joke here about brown Vaseline. Don't worry about it.
No.
Why would you do that? You don't have to make it brown.
No, I know. That's why it's a joke.
I don't like this at all.
Let's go.
Speaking of sin eating.
Oh my.
If that's a sin, I don't want to be pious. Where are we going? Left, right, left. Oh, well, both sides are pretty busy.
He's got to help Ballard guys.
Yeah.
Okay, going this way then.
There's still two? Oh yeah, there are. Bro. Crystal Exarch is really bad at fighting.
Yeah, a little bit. He's good at surviving though.
I think that's all he's doing. He's just casting heal on himself. He's not fighting.
What is he, a vanilla WoW paladin?
Right?
I mean,
What is
considering
this shit?
his ability to use cover and the ability to heal himself, yes, he is a paladin.
Okay, which way? Okay, that way.
And now I wait for you guys to catch up.
Oh, I'm ready when you are.
I'm blast fight, I assume.
A very long walk to being surrounded.
I just keep dancing while I wait for a leech cutscene to end.
Alright, Keith, now all you have to do is not die.
Oh, I died.
Oh. That was your one job. Do not do that.
Yeah, it was. Oops. Oopsie. That's fine.
And also to bring these guys into that blue circle, Keith.
Oh, is there like a plot thing?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a limit break. Looks like you'll be fine though.
I just have a big flamethrower. Wee woo, wee woo.
Well, I might be a little late. Wow!
You've seen so much anime and that's what came out of you?
Yeah. Just as we're about to get there.
One last push then, shall we, hero? Well, I'm doing a lot of the pushing, but sure. More labor intensive
Friendly
than childbirth.
combat.
Oh my god. I
Defeat
hope
the
it's
Sin Eaters
not.
again.
Oh no. This is gonna be very difficult.
I'm sure it will be. Can I actually attack them then, please?
Oh my god.
That's a lot of ground AoEs.
Yeah, it is.
I guess they had a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, guess so.
Oh my god. This guy.
Oh, suddenly more showed up. That's fun.
Oh, that was easy. Uh-oh.
Roll.
Uh-oh.
Roll.
Ow.
Hey, I know this mechanic. I've done a raid.
Did the mechanic pop up?
Yeah. There's a like everyone huddle together for a big hit.
Oh, I don't think I got that, or I missed it. Who knows?
Oh my god. What is this? What are you? No, what? Ah! Wow, it just really hates this kid. Why?
Because he's defenseless and he looks like it'd be easy to convert into a new Sin Eater, probably.
Maybe, but...
Did they say they go after the weakest first? I think they did imply that at one point.
So?
I mean...
There's the stack.
Implied implications.
This man's flexing.
You think someone would really do that? Just go on the internet and imply things?
I hope
Never.
not.
No one would do such a thing.
Big colors.
Yeah.
I gotta deal with the smaller guys.
Ow. My face.
Woo! Angie punch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll he's got a solid right.
Let's just hope he doesn't turn out to be one of these multi-phase bosses that turns out he's a left paw.
Well, I finished taking a duty. Okay.
Oh no! I hit 66%, the devil number.
Oh no.
He's gonna Falcon punch
What?
me.
It's 666 is the... What?
Execute order 66.
We're all here?
Now I'm fighting with the forgiven
Oh no, I
enmity.
did not see you. You're right.
How did you kill him faster? You're a tank.
I'm on easy mode.
What? Oh, because you died earlier and this is still the same mission.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I do more damage than you. Even if I do just hold left to spin around the enemy the entire fight. That's my evasive maneuvers, is I hold left and then I look down at my action bar and don't look at the fight anymore.
Seems to work most of the time.
Yeah. There's like peripheral vision stuff that tells me I should look at the fight again, but for the most part I'm just juggling all these cooldowns. Like, chat, I promise you I'm not looking at the fight right now. I'm just looking at my buttons. I've been doing this ever since I learned Dancer. Which was especially just look at the bars the whole time in the class, because you have RNG built into the buttons.
Oh, trust me, I know. I know full well.
Hey. I'm not on console chat, I'm just using a controller.
Totally not a dancer main. Nope, not at all.
Nope.
There's a mouse on the screen. Look at the mouse.
Also, I think OBS worked. Well, I suppose you could have an Elgato or something.
Yeah, you'd have to use OBS with your Elgato, but...
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true, because doesn't...
PS5 have a streaming service? Yes.
Can't you stream directly to Twitch?
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not.
But also, like, you wouldn't be getting a recording with all the different audio channels and stuff. That'd be incompetent. I'm already in the dialogue.
Yep.
Too clothed to be a dancer main. This is my dancer outfit. How dare you?
Yeah. No, now you say that, I remember that on the Flashdance thumbnail. That is, yeah.
No, this is not the outfit in that thumbnail.
And
is it not?
No.
I'm here. I'm waiting for everybody to stop. I'm just gonna walk over them.
The problem with commissioning those thumbnails is that you have to get the ball rolling like as soon as possible. But then like months into being the class, I then like make I actually unlock good cosmetics.
Well, I mean, speaking of which, you know, the current thumbnail's even out of date because Effie switched back to Hrothgar.
Yeah, I also have to change my hair twice.
Yeah.
We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Alright. Talk to him again?
Yep.
Right. Follow me, please. I'll take you to the Duergar's... What? Duergar's?
Duergar C. Mikado.
Duergar's Tuil, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. It smells great.
I like how you turned that guy into a completely optimistic idiot.
Yes.
I am useless.
Something like that.
No. There's knockers in this cave too. You were right about the worms.
Wait, Keith, come back so I can invite you to the party.
Worm poop.
Oh.
Yep, worm poo indeed.
Why are we walking?
You guys are so slow. Look at me go. You guys move so slow. I'm staying ahead of you sitting down.
Well, at least it's not got a ceiling. Small mercies.
Bye, Keith.
First.
Really weren't.
I literally talked to him first. You can't say hi, Keith, bye, Keith, when you didn't pass me.
Let me know when you're all sorted.
We're all here?
Yep, cool. If the terrain and stench are an indication, we're at the tool.
Ah, there!
Now you know why the dwarves have beards.
The Gogs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first.
Kill them all.
I was gonna joke that was like the wacky racism game where you shoot the different person earlier, but that's the different person literally looked like them. So
yeah.
Did you ever watch Babylon 5?
No. I
There's
never
literally
made it
an
through
episode-
Babylon 4.
Yeah, well, there's literally an episode in there where they have an alien race of two warring factions. It's like, how did you pick, what are the two different sides? And they just point at each other and goes, green. And one point goes, purple. It's like, and how do you decide which one is which? Well, we just pull the sashes out of this bag randomly, put them on and go to war. It's like, that
Like
pretty much
shirts
sums everything
versus
up.
skins.
Yeah, exactly that. And they literally murder each other over it. And she goes, so what if I take this sash off and put it on this guy? And then they just jump him and start killing him. So, oh, wow.
Who would
Be
like
not so
green?
hasty, Kurut. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool sin eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you can find us the Earthseed?
I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. From their organs.
We would be much obliged. Without further ado then, get murdering.
He just makes them invisible and he just walks over and stabs one of them.
Yeah, just steals all their kidneys.
He will never see me coming. I can see straight through me. Right a dig and here we go.
You ever see someone get cannibalized by an invisible man?
Let us not be idle here. Though Kurut cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few gogs from the field. To that end, I brought a knife. Dream powder. As you may recall, we used it to for the rescue mission at Laxon Loft.
He used it in Ulma too.
Why are you taken aback by that? Truly? It seems our alchemist got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavours, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the doors and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. And that's when we steal their kidneys. Say the word, and I will cast the enchantment.
Devour their delicious livers. This is our third time using dream powder this expansion.
Yes,
I think so, yeah.
Wow, recurring mechanic. Who knew?
There was the time we
Crazy.
saved Minfilia in the first place.
Yep.
Everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew.
Okay, bye.
Aether current.
I think that will remove your invisibility as well.
It will.
Oh well.
Or not. But yeah, good. That should be the last one. Now it's just quests.
Yep. Right, is this everyone gets it, or are we gonna have to do it individually?
We have to do it
I don't know, we'll
individually.
find
Yeah,
out.
it looks like individual. I
Wait,
love
this
how my,
is just talk to 3 NPCs, but with
Yep.
some distractions involved.
Yep.
I love how my pet should actually completely give me away right now.
Yep.
Barely keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day.
It's 8:30 a.m., sir.
So drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest.
Keep telling myself not to get Mexican food for lunch. It always makes me tired. Never listen.
Why do people say that? Is it really? Is that true?
What
Is that
happens to
really-
me?
Huh. Might be the
Why?
spices.
Mexican food always makes me tired. I have to have it for dinner.
Interesting.
What?
Also, I had Mexican with you, and you had one taco. I don't think you're experiencing the full experience.
Okay, first of all, you've seen that place. You see the portion sizes they have. And secondly, the only reason I didn't eat
that
as
was
much
not portion sizes. You had like you had like one mouthful of food in the middle of a large plate. It looked hilarious.
Because I literally had to go to a barbecue for the holiday weekend right after that. So I didn't want to eat like a whole bunch of food because I was going to eat a whole bunch of food right after that.
Need to train your endurance more.
I can only eat so much. Like, if I...
Yeah, fair. Effie, did you click in because your invisibility's still on? Oh, there you go.
There you go.
All the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can, except killing them all. Let us await Korot's return.
Except he doesn't. Oh, never mind.
I'm back.
Holy crap.
This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go dig up some more?
I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Korot. Let us carry us back to...
Has somebody been huffing the dream powder?
Are you alright?
Worry not, I shall be fine. As long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have overexerted myself in the moment. Ah, to have this rare opportunity yet to be unable to enjoy it to the full.
So he's tied to that place.
Seems like.
Who goes there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, ah! That's Glag, chief of the Gogs.
I will step on him.
You're one of the Tholes.
Oh no, it's Jets versus Sharks.
I see. Word as our miners were coming back drowsy. One after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. It wasn't Taco Tuesday. And what should I find here but Thole scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards.
What? I will not stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse.
At least I get ass. Impudent whelp. Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than a feeble floppy things you Tholes have hanging from your faces.
Slap fight.
They're going to kiss very strongly.
Anime growling. I can punt both of them, it's easy.
Like oil and water. This is not like to end of its own accord. Let's just bang their heads together. Hero, do you perchance have some dream powder left?
We shouldn't interrupt the conversation.
What?
She just wants to watch the dwarf fight. You're a kind and considerate soul, my friend, but I believe we would be forgiven for needing to hurry. Let us put an end to this and be on our way.
Oh my god. He killed him.
He's dead.
That was actually not sleep powder. That was the incendiary device.
Oh, that's the powder I used to melt locks.
Oops. Forgive me, Korot, but we need you to be calm as well, as calm as you can be.
I'm sorry. It's just when it comes to grogs, I can't help but see red.
You see, I'm just so racist.
Needn't apologise, my
fun.
friend. We're all a bit
Also-
racist deep down.
Literally wearing red.
You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it's time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart.
His eyes are still open and it's just fused into the floor.
Yeah, they look like black mages.
Well, we have established that these are helmets.
I would like the idea if they were like upset that they found out we're trying to build a Talos out of it. They're like, oh my god, we hate robots. How dare you?
Everyone good?
Yep.
Yep, cool. Well, my friend, much as I've enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthseed safely into the hands of Chinars. While I'm thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Korot back to Tomra?
Please tell me we don't have to go through that whole thing again.
My thanks, hero. Brief though it was an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Oh, there we go. Just one of those long dramatic pauses for no reason.
There's not anything else here, right?
Just teleport back.
Yep. That's
I don't see any point in flying all that way.
Alright, I've been told I'm wearing too many clothes.
What?
Okay.
Is that for
Good
any
luck with that.
particular reason, or just because people prefer staring at your fur? Yeah, we got time for some more.
Yeah, probably one or two more little lines of dialogue.
Yeah, as long as no dungeon's coming up.
Yep.
Wow.
Zamot.
He's broken out the leopard print undies. Now we know he's serious.
Lolly ho! Glad you're back, and in one piece. How did you fare with the Eorzea then?
Oops. I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now.
Good to hear that young Korot was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckoned you'd be needing some mining tools. So we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathered at the top rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh?
You know, like 3 of them.
Yes.
Oh, sadly, we're gonna have to fly this way.
However,
Hold on, me. There we go.
However,
I sense a big cutscene coming.
you reckon?
I think so.
Doesn't feel like it. Not unless they've mined up all the materials while we're away, and they're gonna activate the Talos now.
Time passage.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Time is as I decide. It's very freaking Thanos. Reality is as I make it.
I would say minus the big purple dude, but Keith is close.
Oh, Magnus
I
is
meant more
here.
that he could just manipulate time as he wanted to be.
The crew is all here.
Oh well, let's see what we got.
And me without my pants in front of the whole class.
Oh no.
Look, hero. People from all over have come to help us quarry stone.
And this isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers Thancred and Reen recruited are being escorted to the worksite. And by both Crystarium and Yomoran soldiers, no less. So, as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far.
Well, isn't that a coincidence?
pickaxes from the dwarves. Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we needed it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. 3 of them, for example. Hello, Magnus. Oop. Run.
Oh, yep.
I think this is me, I want to say?
Yes, if it's the main one, yeah.
Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too?
No.
We got 15 of them? Oh, we're handing 5 at a time. Okay.
Yeah, stacks. So it feels like a bigger effort.
Yep.
Oh, you clearly weren't another, and now neither are we. Rest assured, we'll put these to good use and work very, very hard.
How's that Amaro gonna help?
They're intelligent.
Racist.
Do they have opposable thumbs? I don't think so.
No, but they can carry heavy loads.
Sure.
Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share.
Yum yums.
Nom nom.
As much as we would all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards.
Oh.
Greetings, hero. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's Head. I'm so important I don't have a name. After night returned to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were all celebrating. Days later, when who should come along but Alice? She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right then and there, of course. Some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared.
I too have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm.
No, thank you.
It's the thought that counts. Magnus time. What have thee, Magnus?
We've come, hero. In case you're wondering, Guthron is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so he's gone on ahead. Bah, he could have at least left us some spare set of tools.
That's the miner that we did the quest for, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my life will be with me. My wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place that they can go home to. Right then. Let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thraf? I thought you'd brought your own tools.
I did, and I was just about to head off when I saw Jerk.
Just over there, jerking it.
Yep.
I think this was Andrew.
That's Andrew, yeah.
Yep. I don't remember this guy at all.
I think you gave him a Cockney chimney sweep style accent.
I think so, yeah.
A street urchin.
Oh gods, if this plan works and the giant toad's talus comes to life, just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine it! Okay.
Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the talus is for? Where the hells would the tracks even go?
there's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design.
Enough. We're going to work, and if I hear any more about the trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself.
I see that the area just randomly divvied up among the group.
Seems like
no speaking role.
Nope.
Look at this guy doing squats. There's always a guy doing squats.
Click. Damn you.
Who the fuck are you?
I think
the cat kid who wanted to get in. Yeah. We're ready to do our bit, hero. We're just, we need tools to do it.
Yeah, my last pickaxes.
Pickaxes? Loads of them.
Who was the guy who was hanging off the
Yeah.
He keeps coming back, but he never gets a name.
Yeah. I don't think it matters, does it?
Not really.
Now we may all walk to our horse content.
He does kind of have the face that sounds like the voice would match.
Why you'll have me, Talons. I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'm glad to use to the sake of peace.
Irvith.
He was the shipyard master.
Oh god. That was so long ago.
No, we literally
today.
just did that today.
Yeah, I know. My brain doesn't remember that far back.
Got the ladder moving again, didn't we? We join hands, there's no Talos we can't build.
I still haven't repaid you and Alphinaud for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't gonna stop me trying. I'm with you into the end. Come on, you lot. Look lively.
Okay, and here is where we should probably stop, because this is going to be a big thing.
Unless.